Hello everybody, Bao Tao here and thanks for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you guys had a great day. Anyway, let's take a look at the news we have for today. First off, a short clip that emerged onto the internet on 15th of March where a seemingly very frustrated motorcyclist was seen smashing a car's windshield using his motorcycle helmet. From the footage, you can definitely see the anger he has on the driver, even though the clip doesn't provide a lot of context to what actually triggered him to this point. It was also stated that he later on destroyed the car's side mirror and front bonnet. According to our source, all we know is that it was due to a misunderstanding between the driver and a motorcyclist, which is quite understandable since that happens every day on the road. However, what is not understandable is what the motorcyclist did, causing unnecessary damages to others, which would just create more problems. Luckily, the man was then caught by the police and is now receiving treatments in hospital as police suspect the man has mental issues. So, let's all just have some respect to everyone on the road so no windshield will be smashed at the end of the day. Next up, a woman who is suspected to be driving while intoxicated crashed with two motorcycles at Taman Bukit Mulia, Bukit Antara Bangsa. After being confronted by the owners of the motorcycles, she fled away from the scene without settling the issue at all. As you can see in the video, she was visibly intoxicated even though she's trying to hide it. There was a moment in the video where the owners asked her if she was drinking and she's like, "No," but then she whispered softly, maybe a little bit. "Ah yes, you sure look like a person who only drank one sip of alcohol." Afterwards, when the owners asked her to stop at the side to not block the road, the woman just straight away called them LJ and drove off the scene. Now what is LJ? You can go research yourself. I'm not gonna tell you what is it, but it's not a good word. Luckily, the woman was tracked down by the police and now she is being captured. Hey, what did I say? I said in the last episode we almost would get one car incident involving alcohol every episode. I guess I have to work harder in promoting anti-drunk driving. So remember, do not ever drink and drive or even drink before driving. Okay? Please, this is very hard for me. Just help me along. This next news is quite crazy because I have never seen anything like this before. So if you are afraid of snakes, please skip this news. So again, on the 15th of March, a huge, giant, humongous snake was spotted underneath the hood of a family's car at an unknown location. This is just extremely terrifying. As seen from this video, there's a brave uncle who was able to knock the snake with a stick, which resulted in the snake starting to panic and climb around the car before eventually retreating back to underneath the hood. I seriously cannot imagine myself in this situation. And I might be a man, but hey, that does not mean I am not scared of a giant snake like this. Unfortunately, we do not get to have any further information about the snake, but a lot of netizens commented that what they did was not the right choice. They said that those people should have just made a phone call to the firefighters or experts so they could take out the snakes from the car without harming any party, which I personally agree with too. You do not want to accidentally infuriate the snake and making it start to attack other people. So always leave it to the professional whenever it's possible. So what do we learn from this? Well, I'm not really sure, but I will definitely check what's underneath my car hood before I go out today. On 13th of March, a clip surfaced onto the internet showing the PDRM members chasing after the driver of a Honda MPV who was driving out of control and ended up having a chase down on the field of Felda, New Zealand, Pahang. Unfortunately again, we do not have any idea or information to why the man was driving uncontrollably in the first place and why he wanted to start running onto the field. I presume he may be a criminal or someone who had committed something illegal before, so he felt the need to run away from the authorities. Well, obviously it didn't work out for him at the end, and hopefully this will be our last time hearing this kind of news. And finally, to end the news session on a good tone, let's take a look at this heartwarming incident that happened recently that made everyone realize good people still exist in our country. As shown in the video, a person was seen in a wheelchair going along the road under the blazingly hot sun at Triang Pahang. The weather is already very tough for us to walk around, so imagine how much harder it must be for someone that has movement incapability under this situation. Thankfully, a kind-hearted lady was then seen stopping a car on the side of the road and proceeded to walk towards the person so she could invite her or him onto her car. She then was seen pushing the person back to a car and giving the person a ride, which is very nice. Unfortunately, we do not get to know where did the lady send the person to afterwards, but man, I actually have not seen such genuine nice gesture from anywhere or anyone for such a long time. Most of the time we just see people being rude and disrespecting each other on the road, so to have this kind of kind gesture occurring is very rare. I would also like to give props to the lady, as I believe a lot of us will not be dared enough to even do what she was doing. So if you're watching this, young lady, I am really grateful of you for proving that kindness still do exist among us, and I hope more people will be inspired by you to do such thing in the future. Alright, you know the drill now. We are going to have a look at the history that happened on this day. The history on this day. On this day in 1932, the Sydney Harbour Bridge was officially opened after 9 years of construction. It is the largest steel arch bridge in the world and the 7th longest spanning arch bridge in the world. The bridge stands 134 meters above the harbour and has a length of 1,441 meters. On this day in 1999, Toyota opened its theme park, the Mega Web, in Tokyo, Japan. In this theme park, the visitors can take the wheel in electric vehicles and drive themselves between and through the pavilions. They also could test drive conventional Toyota vehicles and view historical Toyota models, which is very cool. That's all for the history on this day. Now, let's have a look at the latest oil price of this week. Alright, that's all we have for today. Hopefully you learned something today, and remember, spread the words of our page. Any effort will be appreciated. Like, share, comment, do all that. It's been Bao Tao, and I'll see you next time. Bye!